There is a space within you that watches your thoughts arise and dissolve. This space is vast, quiet, eternal. It does not judge or cling. It simply observes. You are not the storm of thoughts that passes through your mind. You are the sky in which the storm occurs. Ancient wisdom across all traditions points to this truth. The Buddhists call it pure awareness. The Stoics called it the rational mind. The Vedic sages named it the witness consciousness. They all recognize the same profound reality, that you, the true you, exist beyond the endless commentary of your thinking mind. Consider this simple fact. Right now, you are aware of these words. But who is aware of the awareness? Something within you notices your thoughts, observes your emotions, perceives your sensations. This observer is not another thought. It is the consciousness beneath all thoughts, the silent presence that remains when everything else falls away. Most people live their entire lives identified with their thoughts. They believe, I am my thoughts. When a negative thought arises, they say, I am anxious. When a critical thought appears, they say, I am not enough. They have fused their identity with the mental noise that passes through them like clouds through sky. This identification creates immense suffering. Because thoughts are temporary, fluctuating, often contradictory. They arise from conditioning, past experiences, unconscious patterns, and the primitive survival mechanisms of your brain. When you believe you are your thoughts, you become enslaved to their constant changes. The practice of observing your thoughts without identification is ancient, yet radical. Simply notice when a thought arises. Watch it like you would watch a bird flying across the sky. You do not become the bird. You do not chase the bird. You simply observe its passing, and then it is gone. Epictetus taught that we are disturbed not by things, but by the views we take of them. The view is a thought. The disturbance comes from identifying with that thought as absolute truth. When you step back into the observer, you recognize the thought is simply a thought, not reality itself, not you. In meditation traditions, this is called witnessing. You sit quietly and watch the parade of thoughts, emotions, and sensations without grabbing onto any of them. In this practice, you discover experientially that you are not the parade. You are the one watching the parade. The subconscious mind generates thousands of thoughts per day, most of them repetitive, many of them negative. These thoughts arise automatically from deep patterns you did not consciously choose. Yet when you identify with them, you empower them to shape your reality. Here lies the key to transformation. When you realize you are not your thoughts, you gain the power to choose which thoughts to energize and which to let dissolve. You become the conscious director of your mental energy rather than its unconscious victim. Eckhart Tolle speaks of the pain body, the accumulated emotional patterns that generate negative thoughts. When you are identified with your thoughts, the pain body controls you. When you step into awareness, the pain body loses its power. It cannot survive in the light of conscious observation. This is not spiritual bypassing or positive thinking. It is deeper. You need not fight your negative thoughts or force them away. Simply observe them with detached awareness. A thought observed loses its compulsive grip. A thought believed becomes your reality. The practice is simple but profound. Throughout your day, pause. Notice you are thinking. Label it silently. Thinking. Do not analyze or judge. Simply acknowledge the thought as a thought. This tiny space of awareness between you and your thoughts changes everything. In that space, you remember you are the vast consciousness in which all experience occurs. You are not the temporary visitor. You are the eternal home. You are not the wave, you are the ocean. You are not your thoughts. You are the timeless awareness that perceives them. Rest in this knowing.